Hi and welcome back. Our third recipe today is scrambled eggs and Novalox. If you're not familiar with this recipe, Novalox is just salmon that has been smoked. It's a little bit lighter than some other smoked salmon. Some people prefer that flavor, and we're going to do scrambled eggs with it. I started out by sauteing some onion, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your Novalox, and you just decide based on your taste how much you'd like to eat. And depending on how many people you're feeding, you're going to want to cut it up into either slices or smaller chunks. And you're going to put it into your pan with some canola oil. And you're going to just cook it long enough to brown it slightly and to get rid of some of the fat in it. Okay. Okay, it only takes a couple minutes. Just make sure you cook it on all sides. And you want to keep it moving because it will stick otherwise to the pan. It's nice to get it just a little bit crispy. In case you're unfamiliar, smoked meats and fish are cooked, so they're good to eat as they are, so you don't really need to cook them. And you don't need to cook them to any specific place or amount, but you just want to cook them to taste. And you're, again, getting rid of some of the fat on them. And they smell really good when they're cooking. So that's a nice benefit as well. You may want to further break them up into smaller pieces because you're going to be scrambling them with eggs. So the larger strips may not be exactly what you want. Okay. And it really just takes a couple of minutes and then you're done. Okay. So once you have them slightly browned, okay. Okay, then you're going to put them aside. And then if you want to get rid of any of the excess oil in your pan, you can do that. Okay. What I'm going to do is just combine my onion and my salmon and then put some of the drippings into a small bowl, or if you collect oil, you can do that way. That way you've, again, eliminated some of the fat, although fish fat is actually very healthy, so you don't need to do that if you don't want to. Okay? To make sure that you do have enough oil in your pan because you don't want it to stick, you're going to coat whatever pan you're going to use. Again, I'm using canola oil. You can use whatever oil you wish. Then you will have broken and beaten whatever number of eggs you need, okay, for the people that you're serving. And you'll just put that into the pan to scramble. All right. And then you'll add your onions and your salmon right to that. And you'll scramble them all together. I don't add any more salt. If you'd like, you can add pepper. It's a very flavorful dish as it is. Okay, I like the onion because it slightly sweetens it. And again, the smoked salmon is very salty, so that's a nice balance. Okay. And it cooks up very quickly. The only thing that really needs cooking is the eggs, again, because your salmon has already been cooked or it's been smoked. Our scrambled eggs and salmon are now finished. To offer you some substitution options, if you don't eat salmon, you can use tilapia, shrimp, mahi-mahi, Asian basa, flounder, cod, crab, triggerfish, anything you would like in terms of the fish family, or any other protein that you'd like to use. So if you have issues with egg, then what you can use is either egg replacer, or you can replace either the egg white or the egg yolk, and those options are listed as well in the cookbook, so you can find those attached as well. Then what we're going to do is look over here at some bread options. So we have a bagel that you can purchase any kind of bagel you'd like. You can obviously do whole wheat or a wheat option. If you have gluten issues, there are gluten-free bagels as well. This is sprouted grain muffin, which you can toast and use. As well, what we're going to put on that is canola mayonnaise. Again, if you prefer, there are lots of different mayonnaise options that you can use. There are soy-based options, olive oil-based options, whatever kind of mayonnaise you prefer, go right ahead and use. I'm not putting any kind of cream cheese on this at this point because so many people are dairy allergic, but if you are not, that would be an option for you. So it's really a function of your diet or the diets of the people who you will be serving. Okay, so we'll get some of this on here. And again, this is more for taste because you do have a lot of nice oil and everything you need in your eggs. So you don't have to put anything on your bread if you don't wish to. Then I just serve this right on top of this, of your English muffin. Let's put this right up by here as well. Okay, you can eat it open-faced or you could cover it if you wish. I also like to pile it high, as you can tell. So let's pick this up and put it on. I like to serve it with some fruit, as you can tell. So depending on how you like to eat this, you are free to choose whatever you're going to be using with it. And let's just give it a little taste here without spilling it. That is very, very good. I find that the scrambled egg balances the salmon out really nicely. It's very nice. It's great if you're having, say, a brunch meal. Wonderful. So there you have it. Hope you've enjoyed this. You can get all these recipes on my website, www.goodandgoodforyou.net. And bon appétit.